Hello. You all right? Welcome to
one of the only professional wrestling podcasts that's actually worth.
Introducing first. And introducing to the podcast, the Deft Punk himself, it's Michael Sidgwick! This one might take a while.
One of the only professional wrestling podcasts that's actually worth it.
These nuts.
Mosaic Tap! Hello! We are the Dadley Boyz of What Culture. I'm Adam Wilborn, joined by Michael Hamflet and Michael Sidgwick for our first ever live podcast. Thank you so much for coming here to Mosaic Tap. Thank you. But we don't just do live shows. We, in fact, do daily wrestling podcasts on, what is it? On Apple Podcasts, on Spotify, on Amazon Music, and on YouTube. We'll review not just the show formerly known as NXT 2.0. Pay-per-views, premium live events, web interviews, roundtable discussions, and a round of the week complete. A very good quiz, of course, on wrestle culture. That's ridiculous. That's got over.
That's good.
Not doing Rampage anymore. No point. But yeah, like I said, we are here for the What Culture Wrestling Podcast live show. Michael Sidgwick, is this going to be the best live show ever?
Quite possibly, but the question is, if it was going to be the best live wrestling show ever, am I going to see Jacqueline's tits? Because that was... the theme, as you might have guessed, is the best wrestling shows we've ever seen live before we get into the rest of the show. And I went to see Capital Carnage, and not to be vulgar, but in person, I did see Miss Jacqueline's bare breasts, and if you... Obviously, 38-year-old me wouldn't say this, but 13-year-old me...
Oh, my God.
Did say that. I was like 70 rows up, still nearly put my eye out. But that is not the Attitude Era show that I went to see live that I want to talk about. Because I went in 1999, and some of you might have as well, to what was formerly known as the Telewest Arena in Newcastle, a house show on like the proto-WrestleMania revenge tours for the WWF. And I just found like the best wrestling fan guy to laugh at. We're all great and cool here. But this one wrestling fan guy just became my favorite guy. He's become like a figure of like folklore amongst all my friendship groups because he was like 40 years old. I was like 14, like the perfect age for Jacqueline.
Oh my God.
I mean, I looked at her and I did say...
Dinosaur my God.
You got
no really.
So I was the perfect age, and it's 14 years old, and I'm grateful for the life I've got. No, don't make us look at the baby.
He's got he's fine. He's fine.
Absolutely traumatizing, that young man. But I just found like the best like wrestling guy ever. I thought when I was 14, I was like, I'm probably not going to turn into him, and now I'm 38 and doing this. Thank you all so much for enabling that lifestyle, by the way. But there was this guy, right, and he had an Undertaker t-shirt, and he had like big black trench coat. Sat there with a partner who looked sick of her life, let me tell you. And he was just, I think it would make sense for them to do this match, consider it was WrestleMania 15 and they were touring Europe. I think it was Undertaker versus Big Boss Man. He didn't get hanged, so there's that. And throughout this entire match, and this guy's 40 years old, someone should smarten this guy up. Because he keeps saying, right, you know how you say like Taker or dead man? Dead man. Or you've got a big evil, a booger head, fucking stupid wants to call himself.
That's Mr. Badass to you.
Yeah, sorry. I should show some more respect. I'm sorry about that. This guy was like, he had his own nickname for him, and like, he just kept saying like through the most boring, like, run-of-the-mill Undertaker Boss Man house show match you've ever seen. Come on, UT! UT was his nickname, right? UT. Throughout every single, like, fall away slam, Boss Man. And come on, UT! Go and get him! And pay us for now, you know. He just really liked the Undertaker. And throughout the entire match, he kept saying, come on, UT! What a joke slam, UT! You know what time it is. Come on! And I just saw this guy who was like, honestly, like, I'd put him in mid to late 30s, probably 40, 39. And I just thought to myself, like, how can you love the WWF this much? And that man's name is Michael Hamflett.
There he is.
Would have been so believable apart from the Undertaker.
This guy did exist, this guy did exist, and I often wonder where he went.
And he's here tonight.
Imagine if he was.
It's funny you mentioned like going to WWE shows. I attended. My cousin Nick is somewhere. Shout out to Nick. We went to a lot of. Hey. He's putting the hard yards with me because we attended a lot of WWE TV tapings in the mid-2000s. I still don't know why, truthfully, but I think about WWE events that we've been privileged to attend, and maybe none of them were as good as Wembley Stadium for All In. I know I've been always speaking to people tonight that were there in attendance, but my quest goes on for a Kenny Omega singles match. It's all I'm after.
Yeah.
I've seen Kenny Omega work trios in Wembley. I've seen him work like half-decent multi-man in Las Vegas.
It was great. It was great. Stop being a dick.
But nothing touched Kenny Omega in Wolverhampton in the West Midlands. in a social club cum disco room. And I'm going to tell a story that...
Are you going to tell the story you told me?
I think I might.
It's disgusting.
I'm not proud of this. And had we have been doing sort of like tiered seating tonight, I'd have been judging you if you'd have done what I did that night. We got to a Fight Club Pro show. Some of you might have attended Fight Club Pro. This was pre 2020, should we say. And it was a packed house. Packed house. Before we knew a lot of what we now know. And obviously, Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks against British Strong Style in the main event. And for those that don't know, Trent Seven and I think Pete Dunne as well have owner stakes in Fight Club Pro. And we got there, and it was unreserved seating, just like it is tonight. You can sit anywhere, get the best view you can, until we found out that it wasn't. And we were sat front row, and Trent Seven had to come out before the show started in his gear, and it went silent like it is right now. And he said, guys, these two fans right here haven't got anywhere to sit. Two of you know that you shouldn't be in these seats. And myself and my cousin, who now probably won't put his hand back up, decided to sort of telepathically look at each other and be like, are we doing this? And we just sat there. And Trent Seven, with the most disgusted look on his face, just said, we'll get 2 more chairs. And I had a great view for Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks versus British Strong Style, and you're never going to get that match ever again. Also, well, you're never going to care about 5 of the people in the match ever again. So, yeah, it was a great experience. It's we get like really lucky, don't we? Like New York for WrestleMania.
Well, yeah, that's going to be my pick. Yeah, WrestleMania 35, first ever WrestleMania I got to go to. I got to go there with work. It was one of those ones as well with such anticipation. I remember Nicholas when we left. You said, well, we're going to have to go through it now because they've given us everything we wanted.
We got everything we wanted last night, and what happens now? 5 years of madness, and it starts tonight, mark my words!
And, I mean, for about 3.5 years, you were absolutely spot on there. But yeah, because we went in and there was all excitement. It was like, well, we got 3 potentially huge things that could, hopefully get 1, 2, or maybe even all 3 for this show.
Fed was cooking.
Fed was cooking. And we got obviously,
has it ever stopped?
we got...
Did it ever fucking stop?
We got Becky Lynch winning in the main event. Yep. We got Kofi Mania, of course. And then, of course, the third one being a tag team title win that I think many people would say is probably truly... Oh, iconic!
It's a f***ing joke, mate.
Sorry, his son.
Yeah, sorry, son. And let's not forget, we got a win for Seth Rollins. Good money for that.
And it was me thinking I can't make eye contact with him about to play it, and I didn't need to.
That's what Daddy does for a job, Eric, this. But I think in terms of... Sorry, Mummy. I think in terms of...
He just lost respect for you for the first time. Oh, Dad.
I think in terms of like live shows though, there's also like you referenced the sort of pandemic, and there were so many things that we couldn't attend for that. And I thought in preparation for the live show, I thought we could do something where we could talk about the live show that we wish we'd been able to attend. So I made a few notes about a show that I wish we'd have gone to, and that show is of course One Final Beat.
Skip.
Fair enough.
It's short, it's crap, it's wrestling related. The 5-star review. Nailed it!
This is the weirdest thing we've ever done. I want to do that again, right? And I want you all to do the Sidgwick noise. Only the Sidgwick noise. Go on, Sidge.
It's short, it's crap, it's wrestling related. The 5-star review. Nailed it!
Hamlet, you want to start us off?
Oh, I think I could just see that again all night. Yeah, we're going to, for anybody that's ever listened to one of our Christmas specials, this is our secret banter format where it's been a year, we're tired of watching wrestling, haven't we?
Yeah.
So we just get to find stuff that we like and review it.
We've divvied up within companies, haven't we, as well?
Yeah. I'm often asked when we get the requests for TNA recommendations.
Yes.
I think, I've made many bad wrestling choices in my life, WWE being the primary one. But I picked TNA when WWE got stale in the mid-2000s, and I've been paying for it on these reviews ever since. We had a request kicking around. This speaks for itself, really. It's Christy Hemme versus the big, fat, oily guy. Their words, not mine. Now, what you got?
No, I'm just getting ready.
Oh, God, yeah. The thing about the big, fat, oily guy, for those that didn't see, you may remember Big Dick Johnson from WWE, a member of, sort of unofficial member, here's me taking the high ground of Big Dick Johnson, by the way, and we just pressed all those buttons. Sorry, Eric. He was a large gentleman, oiled himself up, and TNA being TNA thought, we're going to take the piss out of Big Dick Johnson by just getting a large member of staff to oil up. It was an homage. It was a tribute, basically. And Christy Hemme was forced to wrestle him because...
Why is that?
Because she wanted to wrestle to gain the respect of other wrestlers. Mm-hmm. And Jim Cornette, the booker at the time, said, "You're giving me a migraine with your complaining. Wrestle a tuxedo match against Big Dick Johnson." The big, fat, oily guy. So the match took place. Christy Hemme won the tuxedo match. The big, fat, oily guy quickly left the ring, past a new banner that TNA had put up saying, "We are wrestling." As the main alternative to WWE.
Yeah.
Now, the comments, unsurprisingly, were disabled on this video. So I thought, well, I'm going to go at one of Christy Hemme's sort of more prouder in-ring achievements. So she worked the Knockouts title Battle Royal in 2007. They were going to crown the first Knockouts champion. We've kind of joked about this before. The most progressive booker of women's wrestling in the mid-2000s in North America was Vince Russo. I thought, well, you know how these comments go if you're a regular listener to the 5-star review on Raw. So, it's going to be nice. Christy Hemme's maybe in-ring peak. So you just will have a nice comment. I don't want to get in the filth. I don't want to get in the muck.
No, don't worry, I'll get there.
Which was nice when the top comment was from Delfred Marshall just 1 year ago saying, "I still have the Playboy Christy pose for. I will never ever sell it." To which user NY8 replied, "Lucky." Now, obviously, this was a battle royal, the peak of, well, not one of the peaks of the Knockouts division, bringing in, I get it, Eric. But obviously, they had several talents of, which we'll go on the list. The likes of Awesome Kong, of course, Gail Kim, legendary classics, and it was just great that, obviously, there was an opportunity for Gail Kim to get the platform to wrestle and not be a disgusting object of desire from these random perverts on the internet, such as Cock Sheriff 407. Who fired in with, "I like Gail Kim's armpits."
Very specific.
Well, so was Vincent Spitzer, who replied saying, "Yes, and they should taunt her by squeezing her face."
Jeez.
Now, again, so we're still with the worker it guys in the comments section. Worker it because 7 months ago, Brandon Stevens, 9933, 7 months ago said, "Christy Hemme, marry Brandon Stevens." Right?
Why is that like Jedi mind tricking?
Well, it's funny you should say that because I told you he was a work rate guy 6 months ago. So 1 month later, he replied to himself saying, "Tracy Brooks, marry Brandon Stevens." So I think if I keep digging, I'll just find him proposing to every woman in the match. Do I even want to read that one out? I might regret this now. If you didn't see this match, There was Awesome Kong, goated. We can all agree. Awesome Kong, one of the all-time greats.
Yes.
If you did watch this match, you might know what this comment's about to reference. A slight wardrobe malfunction as she got eliminated. It happens. Don Carr, life of the party. Don Carr, 7 years ago. Looks like Awesome Kong didn't have an awesome bra. Hashtag am I right?
Am I right? Hey, what's the deal with Awesome Kong's bra?
Baltimore crew, like I think must have his alert set up. Yes, she does. At RIP 120394, 14 years ago, this could be the dead man. It very much sounds like the dead man. If I ever get jumped, you wouldn't like what happens when people jump me. Laugh all you want. So the locker room leader's been in the comment section. This is great. These walk the street. You said it before, Stitch. These people walk amongst us.
And they've actively chosen to press post on this.
Well, there he is.
His face. Yellowberry. I would have been pinned by these ladies 1 second after the match begun. Replied from sad, cry, dry, no pins in a battle royal. And finally, and this is what I was looking for all along, right? Somebody that just respects a business. I cry every time I watch old TNA matches. If only they could go back to this. I think we can all agree. Yeah. Is that right? So we're all saying, we've signed a contract, we all agree with Benji is wanking. Yeah? And that's my TNA 5-star review. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Sidge, where are we going next?
I decided to take a quest to find the true essence of the 5-star review, which in 3 descriptive terms is short, crap, and wrestling related. So I just thought, how literal can we go with this one? And I just went, right, okay. So it's a match, right? Which goes 2 minutes because everything in WCW in 2000 did. It's between the Malmalukes and Idol and Lane, short-lived tag team. So it's very, very short. They're green as goose so it's very, very crap. And because it's Vince Russo's 2000 WCW product, it's only wrestling related. And this is genuinely, literally true, because this is a match in which they do some rubbish professional wrestling for 20 seconds, at which point, when he's booking it, Vince Russo anticipates he will be bored and decides to bring out the woman with the shortest skirt in professional wrestling history. I know you perverts know who this is. It's Miss Hancock / Stacy Keibler. You know who that is. All right, simmer down.
Sorry. Forgot you were here.
Thanks, Tits. So it's short, crap, wrestling related, out the ass, and within 40 seconds, as she was wont to do, Miss Hancock is on the table, gyrating away, because no one wants to watch professional wrestling. In a very happy, right, postscript to this story, in fact, Vince Russo had wildly misjudged his audience, who looked at that and thought, nah, I want to watch some real grabs. I don't want to watch this anymore. And they tuned out in their droves, and wrestling fans were much better than the perverts Vince Russo thought that they were. With the exception, of course, of the YouTube comments section. Now, bear with me. It's going to do a melter. Let me get my notes. Right, okay. So, the first message is from Pods MPSG1, and maybe he's setting the tone. Mm-hmm. She's very pretty.
Oh, that's nice.
That's quite nice.
That's awesome. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Ricky Rose 33977 comments, Something just came up while watching this video. That's a shame. He had to do a chore. If he got to the end, he might have just really enjoyed the finish.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, something came up when he was watching it. Matt says she will always, presumably Miss Hancock, Stacey Keebler, she will always be the legs of wrestling. What I love about that is like, right, Terry Funk's the heart and soul. Like Bret Hart with his ability to lay out a match. He's probably like the mind, the brain. Stacey Keebler's the legs. Okay, right, this one, right. You're familiar by now with the YouTube comment section. It ain't Mensa, okay? It's not like the forefront of the critical community. We are, that's why we've got the #1 wrestling podcast. Thank you very much for coming. Okay.
Thank you.
So this description I've found, you know what, this is quite, like, exacting for a YouTube commenter. Usually they just say, oh, get your tits out, or, oh, this match is absolutely shit. This one expresses, like, a bit of disappointment. Like, say, for example, right, you know the FTR versus Bullet Club Gold series from Collision earlier this year, right? I thought it was very, very good, maybe even excellent, but I didn't really think it was like match of the year tier stuff, right? And I said, like, if only in the first match they hadn't have like got a little bit greedy chasing the pops of those near falls, it wouldn't have felt so desperate and it wouldn't have like missed its organic peak. I thought they went Dax Harwood went over by 2 minutes trying to get a pop. So I'm thinking, right, if only they hadn't have just chased those pops and just ruined it a little bit by 2 minutes, right? This commenter, who was Marker, had a similar criticism with this match, writing, if Stacey would have just taken her time to sit on all the wrestlers' faces. Just disappointed, you know.
Yeah.
He's just disappointed.
Everyone thinks they can book it better. Yeah.
A couple of sunset flip reversals.
Jonas Ankma. Jonas Ankma 432. Say what you see. Just simply wrote, I love that woman with long legs. Simple, to the point.
Yeah.
One more. And this user... This user, and bearing in mind, 1 through 5778 was taken. This user is white girls on my kryptonite 5779. Mercifully, this is the last comment. Says, okay. Jesus Christ, I would guzzle Stacey Keebler's bathwater after she sat in it for an hour after a sweaty workout. Guzzle. Not even drink. Just like a nice Chianti. Except it's a bathwater. Anyway, over to you, Wilborn.
I don't want this anymore.
So, forcing me to do the WWF section of the 5-star review. I want to give a shout out to Matt, a listener from Vancouver, Canada. He writes, hello! I started watching the What Culture Wrestling YouTube channel sometime in 2019. I don't remember the exact date, but it's around the time Andy Murray and Adam Wilborn started doing rhyming intros for the news. I discovered the short podcast shortly afterwards. Been listening to you work on a daily basis since. I earn my living as a truck driver, and accompanying me on long, boring drives to nowhere makes my day so much more enjoyable, even though I've nearly driven off the road a few times from laughing so hard. My only criticism, though, is about Adam Wilborn's accents. I find it incredibly offensive that he's never done a Canadian accent. Makes me feel left out, eh? I can't do Canadian, really. In all seriousness, though, thank you for everything you do. Very best wishes to you all. For my 5-star review, could you please review the Miss Rumble 2000 swimsuit contest? I mean, if you insist.
Oh, God.
If you insist, Matt. So I've tried to get some clips on this from this as well, because I really don't think I can do Jerry Lawler justice. He introduces us to the first ever Miss Rumble 2000. Freddie Blassie is being led to his seat, looking very excited.
This is anything but classy.
He's one of the judges alongside the fabulous Moolah, Andy Richter from Conan O'Brien, Sergeant Slaughter, Johnny Valiant, Tony Gurria. Ivory starts us off. She's in a New York fleece from WWF New York. In fact, let me find the reaction from Jerry Lawler to Ivory. Come on, let's see it, woohoo, he says, followed by this reaction. First one.
The first one.
Peaked too soon.
So did Lawler.
Terry Reynolds is next.
Still peaking too soon for Lawler.
See if... he says, let's find out how them Hardy Boys are so lucky. She's going to strip to the Hardy Boys music. See if you can spot the moment in this reaction where Terry leans over the top rope and Jerry the King Lawler's cock explodes.
Terry! Oh!
Thing is, on my planet, we don't get erections. We stay hard all the time.
Jacqueline's next, so he'll be happy. Are we ready for Jackie? Oh, man, says Jerry Lawler. And then, well, I'll just let it speak for itself.
Are we ready for Jackie? Oh, man! Yeah! Woo! Woo! Yes! Yes! Yes!
Now you're listening to these clips, and I still contend that Jim Ross is hornier than this person is. It should be impossible, but just go on his Twitter likes and he'll see.
BB's next. You said bigger is better. We may have a new meaning to the word big show. Sige, what's he talking about here, mate? Good night for the Big Show, wasn't it?
Yeah. Good night for Big Show.
Better than
Almost won the
last
Rumble. What I think Jerry Lawler's getting at here is that I think BB has larger breasts than the rest of the ones that he's seen already. Which is true, knowing what I know about Jerry Lawler.
BB gets this reaction.
Oh, yeah!
He's burnt out now.
He's terrified of Hardcore Holly kicking the f***ing shit out of him. That's what it is.
Aren't we all?
I do hope none of you have eaten recently, because we're about to get to the cat and his reaction. Luna's there. She just yells at King, "You stupid idiot! Luna will never take her clothes off for you or any of these people. Forget it." Luna's wearing a see-through gown, by the way. Right. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry about this. Here's the cat.
He's not.
Here's the cat. Let's see what we got, he says, followed by... I'm so sorry.
Oh. You know, when he does this in the studio, we sort of just look at each other, look at the wall, look anywhere. And I keep looking forward, and it's like, I'm so sorry, guys.
How was the show, love? And then the cat gets this reaction when she reveals... Well, I'll let him speak.
Hey, that's a bubble wrap bikini! It's bubble wrap!
He's just big, you know. He wants to pop some bubble wrap. So we go to the judges, but then here comes Mae Young because it's WWF 2000. What is this? Says Jerry Lawler.
What are you doing here?
She inserts herself in the contest because, in her words, all the fans out here want to see my puppies. King tries to stop her. She strips, flosses herself with the gown. Get a deal. Oh, you see everything. Mark Henry rushes in to protect her modesty. Freddie Blassie is applauding Mae Young. He is obsessed. And the unanimous decision of the winner of the Miss Rumble 2000 swimsuit contest is Mae Young. And she just runs around with her top bollocks hanging out, basically. So we go to the comment section.
Top bollocks. You started playing rugby in the last 2 weeks.
We go to the comment section. I should have pointed out, by the way, these do not reflect the views of myself, Michael Hamflett, Michael Sidgwick, or anyone at What Culture. Islamic says, I remember my mum, who just got back from Bible study, walked in, and me and my brother were watching this, lol. There are many things we'd like to change in the past, but Jeremiah says if he had a time machine, Lord, just take me back to the 90s. This is the 2000 Miss Rumble. Wants to get ready for it. Someone, Uber just says, literally, Jacqueline.
Oh my God.
DM says, I remember watching this live on TV. WWF got some bad press for this back in the day. Channel 4 won it.
Correct,
did, yeah.
correct.
50-minute delay after this.
They tried
Digitized blood.
Yep.
They tried to say Mae was wearing prosthetics, but she clearly wasn't. I've checked the tape.
Run it back.
Tape. Tate just says, Ivory's got some fucking cheeks. Cheeks, all caps. Jay Sherman writes, I got to see this when I was 13 years old. Good thing Mum didn't walk in during this part of the Rumble. I was rock hard. Oh! Can't you just share that? You don't have to share it.
Mae Young has never logged into YouTube, has she? She's dead.
Brent Wagner, Von's brothers, here, just writes, I'll do it in Von's voice. Yeah, baby doll, take it off nice and slow. They're gonna do it, Brent.
It is not a baby doll, it is a WWE diva.
I felt like I could include this for the live show because, if you want to, but they've paid their money, they want to see this in person. Oh, can I lick your body? Final couple of comments, don't worry, nearly there. This isn't the worst one. Nick. It kind of is similar to your. Nick writes, I would happily suck the sweat out of the cat's bubble wrap. Final one, though. Final one. Scion. Big fan of Jackie and Ivory. Yeah. Eric, cover your ears. You cover yours as well. Scion writes, Jackie and Ivory, wow. Oh, I wish. Right, what? Oh, no.
It's time to play the game! Time to play the game!
Useless.
Should we give him a...
What does Scion wish that Jackie and Ivory would do?
F him.
That would make sense. No.
what they would do, not what he was. He's not, I wish I was bubble wrap. I wish I was a yellow New York hoodie.
Effectively, he's saying, I just wish Jackie and Ivory would.
Yeah. Do have a bikini contest in his house.
Good, very good. All good suggestions. Good, not right. Sion says, oh, Jackie and Ivory, wow. I wish they'd both piss in a water gun and spray me with him.
What? We're not a kink-shaming podcast. It's just...
But you've
It's really specific.
chosen to post. You do know you don't have to post that, don't you? You can just keep that to yourself. Speaking of which, by the way, we're about to have a brief interval, and I'm going to just take this opportunity to. Sorry, I'm really bad timing here, lads. I'm just going to go for a quick piss before everyone rushes to the toilet.
Cannot wait.
No, I'm using my advantage as a presenter here to do that. So why don't you, as I quickly nip off, why don't you run through what everyone's got to look forward to in the second half?
Okay. It's a bit unconventional, I suppose.
I'm on the spot now.
And what have we got? So second half coming up. We're going to have a bloody good quiz.
I'm not going to take it that seriously.
I think you might.
I'm really, really pissed off if I lose.
I hope he comes like... It's going to be a bit weird if he isn't back. This is a bit unlike him. We've got a... What was it? Sorry. We've got a Q&A as well. There'll be an opportunity to ask us any sort of questions you want.
Anything.
That kind of thing.
By the way, if you really have got a question, genuinely, and you don't want like a microphone in your face, they are getting the microphone, is that right? Or they're just shouting out. But yeah, let the tech guy figure this out. If you don't want to do it like in front of people and you just want to catch us all individually, we'll probably be here for a short while after the show. So we don't want to put anyone on the spot.
Well,
Has he finished having a piss yet?
It's so unprofessional. But anyway, so yeah, quick interval and then I think it'll be fine and then... We weren't sure if you'd make it after the preview.
Better keep this f***ing quick till we get back to NXT. Hey, Sidgy, what's the deal with pubs, huh?
You're in one of your stupid bastard. It's a place. This one is a particularly excellent establishment with, I would say, the absolute best selection of craft beer in Newcastle upon Tyne, bar none.
Yeah.
You get it?
Oh,
It's a place in which you can meet like-minded people, be excellent to each other, have a drink if it's your thing. If it's not, they do soft drinks here. It's genuinely a place where lovely things like this can happen, and thank you all so much for coming.
Thank you, guys. I finally said to the boss staff looking at me like, they're not f***ing coming back after this. You know, I'm a big fan of the Mosaic Tap, you know. Yeah. I used to do a lot of tap dancing myself. Kept falling in the goddamn sink, huh? Kept falling in the goddamn sink. You know, CG, I was,
Here we go. I know you're just a PC stage, but we've got a crowd.
Little Eric over there. Yeah. You know, when I was a baby, my parents used to bath me in cheap Australian lager, huh? So when I was 18, I realized I was frosted. Huh? I was frosted. You know, Sid, you might not know, I'm a tag team champion in NXT.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. And, you know, I was celebrating recently. I was cracking on, as you Brits say. And I was getting drunk with this cute girl, and booze going.
A cute
girl.
Okay.
I was cracking on with her, and booze was going everywhere, Sidge, and then suddenly I slipped inside her. 3 questions, 3 jokes for you, Sidge. Actually, more than that, actually. Bumper edition today. Question joke number 1. Siggy, why are ghosts so popular at parties, huh? Why are ghosts so popular at parties?
Because, right, okay, because it's also ghosts, spirits. But there's two because it's a pub theme.
It's a pub, innit?
So it could be like, they bring lots of booze.
I think it's the spirits. I think because they always bring
They're always in
good spirits.
Because they always bring or in good spirits.
Good, not right. Why a ghost so popular at parties? You're gonna kick yourself because they always bring the booze.
Sorry, Sige. Sorry, Sige.
Question joke number 2, Hamlet.
Yeah.
What is a librarian's favorite drink, huh? What do you think that is, huh? Picture that.
Something like book. That's not
That's
bad.
good.
What do they say? I can't say.
There was a schnapps from the crowd.
Snaps, because they want you to be quiet in libraries.
Actually, probably better than the goddamn bus line. What is a librarian's favorite drink? Tequila Mockingbird. Huh?
Yeah.
Question joke number 3, Sige.
Okay.
What do you call a pub that serves... pub. That serves nothing but expensive beers and baked beans. Picture that.
Joe Wheelhouse, this Sige.
Baked beans.
Expensive beers and baked beans.
And baked beans. So it's like, so like you think about it, he's not going to have beans in the punchline.
No.
It'd be like Heinz.
I was thinking Steins and Heinz. Yeah. Rhymes, doesn't it? He likes to rhyme.
Yeah, because like the drink, the receptacle. Steins and Heinz.
Good, not right.
Oh.
You call a pub that serves nothing but expensive beers and baked beans? Farts and crafts.
Sax, I don't know if you remember Sige hates fart stuff.
I hate that word.
Not a fan of the fart stuff, are you?
I
Huh?
hate that word.
I'll make a note of that for future reference. Question number 4. Huh? Extended edition.
This, yeah.
What is a Canadian's favorite alcoholic beverage, huh?
Canuck.
When they say A at the end of the sentences. A, maple.
Syrup. Canadian's favourite beverage. Yes, they do that. Very
Yeah.
polite.
That is it. That's the one. We're going to go, Stacks. We're going to go with IPA.
Again, it's better than the goddamn punchline. I feel like this one, Sige. What is a Canadian's favorite alcoholic beverage? A mimosa. Final question, final joke for you. Probably best not to tackle this one, guys. What do a good woman and a good bar have in common?
They both stay open all night.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah.
It's not right.
No.
How long would you last, Stags?
Huh?
How long would you last if...
About as long as I'm about to laugh after this punchline. What do a good woman, good boy have in common? Oh, excuse me one second. What a good woman, good boy have in common? Liquor in the front and poker in the back. It's the way I got there, tell them. See you later, guys. See you later, guys.
Bye, Stacks. See you in 15 minutes.
Welcome back to the second half. Yeah, I was watching one of those like sensory things for babies with Eric the other day, and they obviously just use YouTube royalty-free music.
Yeah.
And that came on. That came on, and I had like flashbacks basically. But yes, we are back. Thank you everyone for sticking around and not bailing after. I heard Stax was very vulgar.
He was.
I'm so sorry that I missed him.
Having words on the review tomorrow.
He was actually a gentleman to me.
It turns out, you know that room in the side, that's not even a toilet. I just stuck in there 15 minutes. No idea. Anyway.
You pissed in there anyway. We're going to do it anyway.
Yeah. So we have
So
our...
what you're saying, Wilborn, is that you went into a cupboard
Yeah.
and you thought, well, it's a toilet, so I better piss. But you weren't actually in a toilet.
No, turns out...
Well, I'll tell you what, they once played a rib on me. They once played a rib on me back in day, and I thought I was coming out to my normal music, but just played a real man's band instead. You know, honestly, it really touches my heart, the amount of fucking boring engagement account cunts who just say every fucking week, hey, remember the rib that played all real? It warms this boring bastard's heart, I'll tell you that.
Vince McMahon told me I was one star. That's what rating every match got.
While I'm here, good sample here, there's 50 of you. Can any of you name a good Regal match? Yeah, they're all pissed, weren't they?
Thanks, William. Well, I suppose before we get to the Q&A, enough for all this. It's now time for a...
Good quiz.
And this week's quiz is brought to you by Mosaic Tap. Thank you so much for having us again, guys. Fantastic beers.
Not cheating, I'm just taking a picture for the missus. That would make sense.
Thanks, guys. So I thought because it's a Dadley Boyz quiz, rather than just the 10, it'd be 30 questions.
Oh, bloody hell. Oh, God.
Feel free to ask for help from our wonderful audience.
Yep.
But yeah, some of these are multiple choice. Some of these are... Well, you're far too smart, you two, so I didn't need to give any options. But most importantly, remember, guys, it's just for fun. Just...
Yeah, that's it.
Prize for the winner.
Well, there is a prize.
There you go.
What's this?
We've got prizes.
What?
Alice has got prizes.
Oh, yeah.
What? I didn't know about this.
Everyone look.
Can you see
Oh! Is that a man to do Pitch Black?
It's Mountain Dew, pitch black.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Basically, the winner gets corrupted.
The winner gets corrupted.
Corrupted.
Oh, fantastic. So I've divided this up into different categories.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. First category, considering what is coming up on Saturday, the return of CM Punk. No. And also Survivor Series, of course. Yeah. So I thought I'd test your knowledge of Survivor Series. Are you both ready?
Yeah.
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 Shout your name, wait for me to come to you.
Okay.
Question number 1. Complete this Survivor Series team. Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, Sheamus, Ridge Holland,
Hamflet. Pete Dunne.
I'll give it you.
Yay!
No.
Butch. It's Butch, but I'll count Pete Dunne as Butch in the roller.
Why don't you give it one each?
Let's not overcomplicate things. Got a lot of questions to get through here. Question number 2. Other than Bianca Belair, who is the only member to score an elimination for Team Raw at Survivor Series 2021? Was it Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Carmella, or Queen Selena?
Hamflet.
Here we go.
I don't know, so I'm going to go Liv Morgan.
Yay!
So that's 2-1. It is.
Which of these people weren't in the ring for Undertaker's farewell at Survivor Series 2020? Only had that fantastic MIDI version of his theme.
You would have them.
I was going to say, what's he trying to do? Not get taken down off YouTube or something? Which of these?
He does pull those YouTube faces now, doesn't he? Check out my podcast. I was so shocked by me, bro.
Which of these people weren't in the ring for Undertaker's farewell at Survivor Series 2020? Jeff Hardy, Rikishi, Edge, or Shane McMahon?
Sidgwick. Shane?
No, dear, that's wrong.
One of the dead man's greatest rivals, Cedric. Forget about the lockbox, because the Fed did.
That was also one of my favourite live experiences of being in at WrestleMania for Shane McMahon's return at WrestleMania 39. The only thing, this is the one and only time someone will say this. The only thing that would have made it better would be hearing Michael Cole's commentary. Shane still got it. No, he f***ing hasn't. Jeff Hardy, Rikishi, Edge. These people weren't in the ring for Undertaker's farewell at Survivor Series 2020 before they, I think, promptly disappeared. And then Vince was just there.
Weirdly, Jeff Hardy, I remember being there.
Man.
I don't think he remembers, man.
He was told be there or be triangular, man.
And I think Rikishi was there for a game of bones with a dead man. So I'm going to go with Edge.
Still plenty to play for, Sidge. Question 4. How long did Walter last?
Just show him the f***ing phone while you're at it.
In the men's...
Fourth question.
God, see, we're not taking this too seriously. How long did Walter last in the men's 5-on-5-on-5 match at Survivor Series 2019?
Remember it well.
57 seconds, 1 minute and 57 seconds, 2 minutes and 57 seconds, or 3 minutes and 57 seconds.
Hamlet. B. Was it 157?
No, dear, that's wrong.
What did you say, B?
Yeah.
C. It's always f***ing PRC with this guy.
You know, he got chopped to shit by Drew and f***ed off.
Yeah, honestly, he got smoked in that chop battle.
He only lasted just under 3 minutes, which apparently is not that impressive. I've been told not to last. 3. She's gone home. She's gone home. It's fine. Question 5. Remember Survivor Series 2018? Enzo Amore does.
Oh, yeah.
He gate crashed it, but he was wearing a shirt that said what?
Hamlet. You've got funny options, haven't you? Oh, f*** this.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer it anyway.
Okay.
I'm doing fine.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Oh!
You're going to love this, by the way. You're going to f***ing love this.
Well, I'll f***ing hate it if I get it wrong.
Enzo Amore gate crashed Survivor Series 2018 wearing a shirt that said what? Realest guy in the room? Couple haters. I'm doing great. Well, Simon Gash got a pair of titties like a 65-year-old. And then you want to say it, but don't say your option.
Double pop. I'm doing great.
Going down the line here. A pair of titties.
65-year-old woman, how you doing?
How you doing? What's that, 3-2?
Something like that.
3-2, okay. Question 6. Complete this Survivor Series team. John Cena, Randy Orton, Shane McMahon, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Hamlet. Bobby Roode?
Yay!
Where's my f***ing pop? This is just because people expect it from me and say, oh, well done, Sidge got one.
I mean, Hamlet, with the greatest respect in the world, that's the biggest pop Bobby Roode's ever got in his life.
It's true.
It's true.
4-2. Question 7. Why was Kevin Owens DQ'd from Survivor Series 2016? A low blow? Kicking too much ass? Drinking the sweat from Shane McMahon's shirt like he's Hangman Page? Or using the list of Jericho?
Well, apparently we're playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
You going, Sidge?
I'll go with the list.
Yay!
Thanks. Thanks, guys.
It's a f***ing rigged game.
Question 8. I made it quite easy with the Survivor Series teams now.
Okay.
A bit of a harder one. From 2015. Complete this Survivor Series team. The Miz, Bo Dallas, The Ascension. I'll give you a clue. They lost to the Dadley Boyz, Goldust, Neville, and let's see if we can get. That would be fantastic if we could. Titus O'Neil. Can we get a bark from the? Fantastic. So yeah, you want to complete the team. Miz, Bo Dallas, and The Ascension, and
Hamlet. Take a punt. Wade Barrett.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Name of the Survivor Series event and the other guys as well.
It was Survivor Series 2015.
Yeah.
And it was the Miz, Bo Dallas, and The Ascension, and this extra person. They faced the Dadley Boyz, Goldust, Neville, and Titus O'Neil.
It's not f***ing Curtis Axel, is it?
No, dear, that's wrong.
I don't know what he's doing now,
Good
this
shout,
person. Stardust?
And what became of him?
On the kickoff show.
Yeah.
How times change, eh? Question 9. Hang on, where are we now? So that's 4-3?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Nobody keeping count?
What? Yeah, I'll try.
Nice one.
Question 9. The Big Show, check this out, turned heel.
What? What?
The Big Show turned heel at Survivor Series 2014. How many times had he been a heel previously?
Oh, God.
This is not multiple choice.
I got your option. No, I got your option.
Okay.
Big Show turned heel at Survivor Series 2014. How many times had he been a heel previously? 9, 11, 13, or 15 times?
Sidgwick. 15.
Yay!
50.
It was his 31st turn, and it didn't end there.
No.
So that is 4-all, I do believe. Mm-hmm. Question 10. Who was the only member of the opposing team that Roman Reigns did not eliminate at Survivor Series 2013? Was it Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Cody Rhodes, or Rey Mysterio?
Sidgwick, Ray.
1 second, I've just realised what I've done here. There we go.
No, dear, that's wrong.
Have the options again, please.
Jay, Jimmy, or Cody? The only one he didn't eliminate.
I'll go with Jey Uso. I can't remember.
Yay!
5-4, but
That's it, yeah. LTSC.
5-4. So we move on to the next round. You'll like this, Sidge. Round 2, AEW.
What?
It's basically it's an AEW quiz, and all I want you to do is complete the name of the AEW pay-per-view. Okay? So, for example, if I said double, you'd say
or nothing.
If I said full, Sidge, you'd say
gear.
And if I said forbidden, you'd say
door.
Door.
Well, would you?
Is it door? Or is the answer no door? Is someone doing no door? What do you think door? No door? Or is it door? Is it door? Or is the answer no door? Is someone door? No door? What do you think door? No door? Or is it door?
Let's meet today's contestants. Michael from Sunderland, what's your name? Where made you come from?
I'm Michael from Sunderland.
And Michael from Newcastle, what's your name? Where do you come from?
Michael from Gateshead.
Oh, thank you very much. Let's see how you get on. Playing another game. No door, no door!
Is it door?
Right, I'm not doing the whole thing again. So, if you've no idea what the that was, welcome to the show. But experienced door or no door players will know the answer's door or no door. If the answer's door, you'll hear this noise. No. And if the answer isn't, you'll hear this noise.
When I'm cleaning windows.
Knife and Fraser.
Knife and Fraser.
That's what's the opposite of a door, guys.
It's a window.
It's a window. Okay, Shazzy, pull it back and door or no door.
Yep.
Don't forget, you get it wrong. You get it wrong, the point goes to your opponent. Okay, question 1. So I'm going to read you a quote, and they basically have to tell me if the person says door in it or not. That's just the whole game.
Hey, this is not my first game of door or no door.
Right. Question 1, door or no door? Paid money for this. You paid shoot money, people did.
Yeah.
Too late now.
We've all got kids.
Number 1, Eddie Kingston. I'll probably do dirty things. Door or no door? I'll probably do dirty things.
You could say something like, I'll even... door. Okay.
It is door! I'll probably do dirty things at Forbidden Door, he said. Did he?
Not really, but it was a 10 man.
Yeah.
It was good.
Right, so that levels things up, I do believe. 5 all. Correct, yeah?
Yeah.
Question 2, John Cena, door or no door? Life is about the ride. Door or no door? It's a divided room.
See, I was listening out there, and it all went. He talks a lot of bullshit online, John Cena, doesn't he? So I'm gonna say he's talking about opening window, no door.
Okay.
When I'm cleaning windows.
Thank you.
John Cena's inspirational quote, life is about the ride, not the vehicle you show up in. So.
Thanks, John.
Thanks, John. Bye, John. Question 3, door or no door? MJF, do I have to?
Door.
Do I have to wrestle at Forbidden Door? F*** that, it's a fucking indie fed, dude. My best friend, that. What's that, 6 each?
Something like that.
Thank you, right. For number 4, the Young Bucks. That was just a rumour. Nothing's happening. I think he just did that to try to... Who are they talking about? And are they talking about a door or not?
Right, I'm picturing Larry's head.
Is it door? Yes, it's a f***ing door.
Super kick body. Oh, I'll go door.
That was just a rumour. Nothing's happening. I think he just did that to try and get the internet to talk a little more about the situation. The door has not opened at all.
Because we've not kicked it in a dog's face.
Okay, not to sway you, but that's 2 doors in a row. Question 5.
Biggest pop of the night.
Kenny Omega. This is a terrible thing to say. Door or no door?
I should know this. No door.
Ooh. This is a terrible thing to say. One of the reasons the Forbidden Door was opened is partly due to a pandemic.
Right.
Just keep it light, Kenny. Come on. Number 6, Darby Allin. I got to make my will. Oh, come on, Darby. Keep it light, mate. If I die, door or no door?
There's been doors in a row, like, no door.
That's true. He is a hack. But I'm picturing Darby Allin sliding down Everest riding a door. So I'm gonna go with door.
When I'm cleaning windows.
I've got to make my will. If I die on that mountain, somebody will win this guy right here. Alan holds up dog.
Is the dog going to win the belt?
It's going over.
Question 7. I have no idea what the score is, by the way. I hope someone's keeping track. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
It's high drama.
Question 7. Britt Baker. WWE has been releasing so many talents that right now you don't even have to. Door or no door?
Door.
Cross forbidden doors. Oh, here he is, the GOAT, CM Punk.
Yeah.
CM Punk, we're not going to door or no door.
Oh, we're not going to. See, the thing about windows is a lot of them are made of real glass.
And he doesn't like that.
He does not like that.
Doesn't like a crime in a river.
Jack Perry. Jack Perry kind of ruins everyone's f***ing life, so I'm going to go door.
You're going door?
Yeah.
When I'm cleaning windows.
We're not going to...
The point goes to the other person.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. That's the first one that hasn't, because they did alternating ones.
Disrepute. I didn't flag that up when Sidgwick got one wrong, by the way.
But it's fine. You both got one wrong prior to this. CM Punk.
You're in a lot of trouble.
We're not going to do glass. It's far too dangerous, said CM Punk, apparently, backstage at a show. Wonder what show that could be.
He was right.
Crimea River. Right. Arguably the hardest one of all now. Number 9. Tony Khan. One of all time historic pleasure moments for all in. I think we're going to have a great door or no door.
No door. Because I think we're going to have a great show.
It doesn't really narrow it down if I start with it. It's going to be a great from Tony Khan, isn't it? Hang on 1 second. Oh, yeah. What are all time historic moments? All in. I think we're going to have a great forbidden door. I'm very focused on that. Yeah. So the point goes to Hamflet. Question 10. Final one. Brian Danielson. I like door or no door.
I like to lie. Cody Rhodes taught me to lie. It's a Brian Danielson phrase. No door.
Took you long enough to realise that the word door wasn't in that sentence.
I keep thinking there's got to be a window coming. He's coming.
Final one.
When I'm cleaning windows.
Brian Danielson said, apparently, I like Everton. If I'm going to cheer for that kind of team, I'm going to cheer for Everton. But the Seahawks are my passion. Sidge?
I love the man, but he's a weird guy.
Well, thank you both for playing another game of door or no door. We're not doing. I can't. Right, what's the score? 10-8 to Hamflet. That's not over yet.
Oh.
10 more questions. And it is a...
How can you top door or no door?
Oh, I tell you how. It's a specialist subject. That's right, I'm talking wrestling mics. Michaels within wrestling. Question number 1. Which Michael Cole angle did Vince McMahon allegedly think of in a dream?
Oh,
Sidgwick. It was the Heidenreich does something suggestive to him.
Yay!
Good knowledge.
Yeah, it's weird knowledge to have.
Question 2. Michael Hayes or a fanny pack to Ric Flair's wedding over what colour outfit?
Sidgwick, his suit was white.
No, dear, that's
Is there options?
Orange, yellow, pink or blue?
Pink.
You saying?
I'll go pink.
Question 3. Speedball Mike Bailey.
Hell of a hand.
You're welcome, by the way. WCPW trained.
Yeah.
Speedball Mike Bailey offered which celebrity chef out for a fight? Jamie Oliver, Guy Fieri, Gordon Ramsay, or Delia Smith?
Pamphlet. Yeah, you don't f with Delia. I'll go with Gordon Ramsay.
no, dear, that's wrong.
Oh, Fieri, it's got to be.
What we at? What we at, right?
I can do it.
Next question. Question 4. That 70s guy, Mike Awesome, feuded in WCW with which band? Nickelback, Aerosmith, The Misfits, or the Insane Clown Posse?
Pamphlet. I've gone earlier because I think I'm going to go Insane Clown Posse. Yay! Misfits kicked around as well, hasn't they?
Yeah. Question 5. Who was Michael Tarver's pro on NXT? Carlito, Christian, CM Punk, or Chris Jericho?
Pamphlet. Carlito?
You know that. I wrote the fucking book on it.
Tarver had a COVID mask 10 years before COVID.
Siege, 5 questions to go. Siege, you talked about, writing a book on NXT, but I don't care about that because it's the best wrestling show of the week.
Yeah.
But in terms of any other books you might have written, I don't know, have anything you're looking out for this Christmas?
I've been in the mood this Christmas for 120,000 passionate, insightful words.
That's. Do you live in the world?
I have just moved house there.
Really? Well, there are.
That's right, we brought the book home
on Amazon. Do not have any copies here, but if you can go on Amazon and you want to read about the formation and indeed rise of AEW, called Becoming All Elite, the rise of AEW, just go on Amazon right now and buy it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was slick, wasn't it?
Thanks. What are we on? What's the score? 13-10. 5 questions to go, Sige. You got this. Question 6. What did Mike Bennett...
Oh, it's about mics.
hit Sami Zayn with when he first arrived on the main roster? Was it a bottle of champagne, a painting of Mike and Maria, a box of chocolates, or a vase?
Sidgwick, a vase.
Good shout.
Still fighting for this title.
Question 7. Which wrestler did Shawn Michaels insist on changing the colour of their tights as it was too close to DX?
Pamphlet. Umaga.
Nah. And people might get confused.
What a f***ing loser.
Wait a second, is Umaga in D-Generation X? Is Umaga going to tell people?
Maybe.
Question, how many points have we got in it now?
3 points in it, so Sidgwick needs to answer all 3.
Oh.
And spoiler alert.
Even things up.
Spoiler alert, everyone.
So I can only draw.
Yeah.
Well, do you have a tiebreaker?
I did not think think to write a tiebreaker on this one. But I could find one whilst we do a Q&A, I suppose. Yeah. Question 8. Which of these isn't something that Mike, the Miz, Mizanin, has starred in? Hamster and Gretel, Christmas Bounty, Jingle All the Way 2, or Santa's Little Helper?
Sidgwick, the first one where you prompted me.
No, dear, that's
Judas.
I thought you'd like the Hamster and Gretel.
I hated it.
Just for fun now.
Yeah. Well, I'm having fun.
Christmas Bounty, Jingle All the Way 2, or Santa's Little Helper?
Jingle All the Way 2.
Yay!
A sequel no one knew they wanted, or indeed wanted. Question 9. When CM Punk dropped the, oh God, what was it called?
Pipe bomb. I better not actually do that.
Promo before his mic was cut off.
It's not just a name.
What WWE Legends t-shirt was he wearing?
Sidge, let's do it.
Go on, Sidge.
Yeah, it was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
And final question. Which famous Michaels promo is this? I'm the future of this company.
Sidgwick, McGillicuddy.
I'm going to be a big-time player in this machine called WWE. I'm the next big thing. I'm the next generation. And starting this moment, from now, from this moment on, this will be the moment, starting now, of the genesis of Michael McGillicuddy. Which means congratulations to Michael Hamflett, the winner of this week's quiz!
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, that's one thing left to do then. Thank you very much to everyone for coming out today. Let's hear it one more time. Let's hear it for the Mosaic Tap staff. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you to Bill and Nicholas for doing all the hard work today. Thank you to Michael Hamflett. Thank you to Michael Sidgwick. And most importantly, thank you to you guys for coming out for the first and hopefully not the last, live show. Don't forget, posters, 10 quid, signed posters, get them whilst you can. Thank you so much for coming out today. It really means the world to us. From Michael Hamflett, from Michael Sidgwick, from myself, thank you so much for coming. This has been the Dadley Boyz Live, and we will see you soon. The Dadley Boyz Live was recorded in front of a live studio audience. Judgment Day on the other side.
The other side. The other side.
Well done.